as always, and welcome to a brand new week. It is Monday, so let's get into some reviews. First review I have up for you guys for this week is a movie that I actually bought back in, I believe, October. It was one of my little like Walmart hauls or whatever, because I know I'd gone to Walmart a couple of times last October, picking up a bunch of different like horror movies and everything, taking advantage of different deals. And I did a couple of blind buys, I remember. And this is one of the movies that I blind bought called Devil's Whisper. Finally actually checked this out a couple of months ago. Now, this is another one of those possession movies. And I know, I'll be the first to admit, anytime I see another like possession movie or paranormal movie, I'm always like, another one? Like, I'm so sick of them, but yet I keep checking them out. I don't know. I keep hoping to find something, different, a little more refreshing. Still quite haven't found it yet, but I do give this movie a little bit of credit. I feel like, it has its own little, like, thing and everything, couple of its own little moments and everything. Is it the greatest? No, absolutely not. Very far from it. Is it the worst? Not quite. It's one of those that I was like, I'm not in love with it. Don't hate it. Just kind of a run-of-the-mill movie. Had its little moments for me, but whatever. Let's see. This one came out, looks like in 2017, so fairly new. Now this one is about a young man, like high school student, like 17, 18 or so. He is, no, I'm sorry, 15-year-old, whatever. Basically, he, wants to become a priest and everything. Like, I don't really know too many 15-year-olds who their passion is to become a priest someday, but hey, whatever, it goes with the story. So, and just kind of like, his daily life and everything, and then he suddenly kind of slowly becomes possessed, because I believe he actually found like a box from like his grandpa or something in like the garage or the basement or something, opens it, and of course this is kind of like what releases the whole like possession thing and everything. But I mean, it's a decently done film. You kind of, as you're watching this, you kind of as you see this boy kind of fall further into his possession and everything, at the same time, you're kind of like, he has some like outbursts in the movie and everything. He beats up on a kid at a pool party. He really kind of goes off on his parents at one point. And you kind of start to think, well, maybe he's not being possessed. Maybe he's just, you can kind of chalk it up to there's a lot of pressure he's under and everything. Like I said, he's really going, focused on being a priest. So, he doesn't, he's like abstinent and everything, which is a very tough thing for like adolescents, because that's when you're first kind of starting to get your hormones. You want to like go around banging whatever you can. I'm not saying you should at 15, but we've all been 15 at some point, or majority of you guys have been 15. I know most of you have already passed that teenage years or coming off teenage years. So, I mean, that's a very tough thing, especially peer pressure and everything. There's a girl that he actually is interested in, and she's interested in him, and it's kind of like, well, I can't really do this because, I'm trying to, maintain, like, sorry, you guys, I have, like, all this hair on me, and it's, like, annoying me. Anyway, so, he's, a lot of that peer pressure where he's, like, very torn against. I think even at one point, I think the one girl that he's interested in is kind of like, well, you're not a priest yet. Like, what if you become a priest and you never, took the chance of, maybe making love with someone, Like, what if you look back and you're like, oh, maybe I should have taken the chance while I actually had the chance. But yeah, I mean, it's all these different things and everything. And then, of course, end comes and everything. And I feel like at the ending, it was kind of once again, your run-of-the-mill type of ending for any sort of possession type movie. So I mean, it was still okay. I feel like it was a touch better than a lot of the endings to paranormal movies, but it's still, like I said, it's still nothing special. My opinion, yeah, it's kind of worth checking out. Even like I said, even with me being like one of the first to be like, oh, another possession movie. It's it's all right. I probably will watch this again. Probably not as much as some of my other like beloved movies in general, but it's it definitely is not the worst I've ever seen. Definitely have seen better, but yeah, I mean it was a decent little movie. I mean, I would say I would recommend it, or I liked it just enough to maybe like recommend this if you want to like check it out on Netflix. Is it worth like going out and buying a copy? Probably not. Probably not. And this is definitely one that like if I didn't already have, but I ended up getting in like one of my horror packs, I'd be like I'm kind of okay with that. So I mean, it's like I said, it's not the greatest movie, but I didn't hate it enough where I'm like, oh, that piece of shit. But yeah, no, it's a decent little movie. Let me know what you guys think of this movie if you've already seen it. I mean, I know probably a lot of you guys are like probably not huge fans of this. I respect that, whatever. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of it. Do you think it's a little bit better than some of the movies, some of the paranormal movies we've had, or do you think it's just kind of like one of those run of the mill type possession movies? Let me know what do you guys think of this movie. Till next time, you guys, as always, stay creepy, classy, and a little bit sassy.